Hello and welcome to another Dragonstorm Studios video. And just like yesterday, we're going to be doing a little bit of a reverse reveal today. I was recently introduced to a streamer named ThyrixSyx, and he is awesome in two really important ways. The first one is that he probably has the best voice on YouTube. Like he's got the cadence and he's got the depth. It rivals Merchant. It's awesome, but without the accent. And the second reason is that he is able to speak so quickly and yet so clearly. That's something which I don't do well. If I get excited, I talk fast and my words get jumbled. He is able to speak very quickly and yet still enunciate and pronounce everything properly, which is amazing. And from what I've seen, he also enjoys Grixis. And Grixis is the color combination of blue, black, and red, which is probably as far away from my normal bread and butter as possible. I'm a Selesnya mage through and through, healing, support. Even playing MMOs and RPGs, I was always the healer. So it's as far away as possible, but it has access to the best dragon god pharaoh thing in the world, Nicol Bolas. And I know what you're thinking. Nicol Bolas is in a prison realm, shuttered away by Ugin, but he will come back. He's too awesome not to. So for today, we've got the same thing you would have seen in last time's Jim Davis video. I left off having drawn the circle, the rough facial shape, ear, upper body, and I left it there in the video and showed you how it turned out. Today we're going to take that step and then bring it forward. So I've got a picture here that I found online, and I'm going to be working with that. I'm going to show you just how I get started on all the different angles and everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is, just like yesterday, I'm going to be using my pencil to help me with the angles. And we're going to do the eyes first, because eyes, as they say, are the mirrors into the soul. So it looks like we have an angle such as this. I'm going to bring this actual pencil down a bit. And I often have two pencils with me. You can use a ruler too, I suppose, but the pencils I find are just effective ways of helping me get all of the angles in the right spot. And there's about one eye's distance between the two eyes. So we'll measure that off, and then we'll draw the other eye. And I first of all measure out between tear ducts, because the minute you have a head tilt or a slight slant, and I'm kind of working around a tripod here, which is why you're going to see me kind of struggle a little bit back and forth. Okay, and then the angle of the eye itself, from tear duct to the corner of the eye. And it's amazing how often people have slight tilts to the eye, different individual features. It's amazing how we all have two eyes and nose and mouth, well, most of us anyways, and we all still look so different, which is really cool. And one of the struggles I think a lot of people have with portraits when they begin. But the real key is always to draw what you see, not what you think you see. So like just double checking all of those angles. And at every stage of the drawing, you want to be kind of going back and forth, looking at your subject and just making sure you've got the angles as correct as possible. He doesn't not a squint, but he doesn't have his eyes very wide open. So I'm going to draw them as really squished almond sort of shapes there. That line there shouldn't be there. Not too far. As usual, I'm going to try and keep these videos to about 10 minutes or so, just so that you're not getting bored of those videos. But at the same time, I also want to make sure that you're getting a bit of a chance to see how these work. And I really do think that art is all about practice. So if you try some of these techniques out and see if they work for you, then maybe you might find some success in your own drawings as well. I definitely didn't get good at portraits until the last maybe 2 or 3 years or so. And I've been drawing for a very long time. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's a process. You'll get better over time. And I'm going to rush this a little bit so I can get to nose and mouth features as well, but just as long as you get some lines on the page, you can always adjust later. And again, I'm trying not to press too hard either. And up like this. Right. So eyebrows, I usually go from the tear duct and to the corner of the eyebrow as far as it goes out without your reflections in there. And I'm just going to put some little lines here and there on the page to help guide me. And interestingly enough, this is a lot of math in the art. And we talked yesterday in the Jim Davis video about how there is a lot of that. So that's for the corner where the eyebrow starts. And ThyrixSyx's eyebrow is kind of, it starts off fairly straight, but then lifts and then kind of comes back down again. And sometimes you get eyebrows where the hairs are thicker in one part and thinner in the other. I'm not sure if that's a shadow or not. I'm going to draw it in, and we're gonna kind of see how that is. So again, very light to start off with. I'm not going to worry about all of the different shading and shadows until I get to that point. So I'm just kind of giving myself a place to start from. And then we'll see how that turns out in the end. One of the reasons why I was gushing a bit over Nicol Bolas there is I think he's got a really cool design. So I'm going to have him over here kind of egging on our ThyrixSyx here. And egging him on. He's got that wonderful spirit gem on his in between his horns there, which I think is such a cool design. I mean, God, it's so interesting looking to see just how they designed him there. That doesn't quite look right. Let me double check this. Yeah, I had that too high. Okay, it should be here. But really cool, like just like those horns, they shine like justice and looks so cool. We got the malevolent glare and oh, like such a cool design. Oh, like just wow, just so cool. I can gush about him all day. He is great, great design, cool planeswalker, just all over, awesome dude. Anyways, so I got distracted there. Let's keep drawing away here. Got the thicker eyebrows to the left, and then they skinny off and come at an angle there. Sorry, to the right, and then skinny off to the left. And they come really close to the edge of the face in this picture. So I think I need to move this line over a bit, because I think the eye needs to be closer as well there. Okay, you got the beard looking all cool there. Okay, awesome. Eyelids. So you've got, again, very kind of close to the eye, not coming out too far. Kind of sticking close to the curve of the eye you've got there as well. And you've got a bit of an extra fold or extra darkness happening here. And he's got that big smile, so his cheeks are pushing up a little bit. Some of the skin is also kind of curving here. You've got a bit of a flap of skin here at the bottom as well. So you can kind of see it's slowly coming together there. How are we doing for time? We are not at 9 minutes already. There's no way. Clearly that's wrong. Clearly it's mistaken. All right, from middle of eye to middle of eye, I can make a equilateral triangle, and that takes me to the base of the nose. Now, because his head tilted up a little bit, it actually goes to just below the nose. So we're gonna have just below the nose here. Nose is above that. That's put it about here. So, and then he's got nostril. And again, I'm just gonna check. Nostril kind of ends right about where the corner of the eye, the tear duct, ends. So there's the nostril, and it's a bit on the big side, but again, we're all a little bit different in our shapes. and sizes. So I am already over 10 minutes. I cannot believe how fast that went. I'm going to stop there. However, I am going to show you how the end result turned out. And you'll get to see kind of where this starting point was anyways. I need to be faster, clearly, with my drawing. But the point is, it looks really rough at first. Like, it really doesn't look like him yet. But as we get more and more detail in there, it will start to. I'll stop there for the moment, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Do YouTube stuff if you feel so inclined to like, share, and subscribe. And have yourself a great day. Bye-bye now.